Good evening, everybody. David Silverman here. Very happy to be here to do what I was going to do on stage in Dallas at the Envision event before this whole terrible crisis happened around the world. And first, I just want to say I hope that you and your family remain safe through this. I don't think anybody's been completely untouched. But Wendy and I send out prayers to everybody watching this and your families that you're okay. I was asked what topic to share that I wanted to go over on stage in Envision. And, I was talking to Karen Riley and I said, there are two important skills I think that people have to master to become good at this. And I mentioned both of them. And she said, do that one, do that one. So I'm not going to tell you which one it is until I get into this, but I decided to do it on this topic we're going to talk about here. So, and I am often asked what are the two most important skills to master, and I'll be give you a little bit on one, but I'm going to focus on the other, okay? So let me just get to my PowerPoint here. And, oh, that's my screensaver. It's Wendy and I 32 years ago. Let's see, okay. Here we go. So we all know we're in ASEA. I hope you know we're in ASEA. But this is my PowerPoint I had prepared for Dallas. So it's how to build a big business. And again, my name is David Silverman. My background is podiatry and foot surgery. I've sold my practice now in my surgery center. An ambassador, triple diamond with ASEA. I'm on the medical professionals board of the company. I'm proud to say, very proud of this, that I was voted by my peers, Diamond peers, as Crossline Mentor of the Year. Very much appreciated that. Humbling. I'm in the Millionaires Club, and most importantly, I'm husband to Wendy, father to Max, Brett, and Flory, and I have at the bottom a grateful man. I should put I'm a very grateful man for many, many reasons. My family, number one, and number two, Vertus Norton. I love this man. I love Tyler. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly in network marketing. And I've been to the top of another company and got to the top and got a good look at the people running it and saw they were not what they appeared to be. This time, when I saw what this product did for my father and I decided to take a look at the business, I wanted to meet Vertus and Tyler, and I did, and Karen and Jerem and Chuck and Justin. And I was blown away that people of this caliber, of this type of integrity, could be at the top of any company, let alone a multi-level marketing company. Multi-level marketing is great. I used to say I love multi-level marketing. I don't say that anymore. What I say is I love multi-level marketing when it's done right, and it's being done right here. So I'm very grateful that Vertus and Tyler started this company, and they did not sell to the pharmaceutical company. God knows where I'd be or my father right now if they had sold to the pharmaceutical company. So let's get to this. So what are the two skills? Well, the first skill you have to get really good at will make sense is creating interest. If you don't create interest in people and get them interested in knowing more about what you have, then you're kind of dead in the water at that moment. You can always go back and try to create interest again, but you've got to create the interest, right? The way to do that is becoming really good at asking questions, really good at listening. That's tied into a little bit. It's what the number two skill is, and I'll get to that. But also, it's not running around like a maniac, like a lot of multi-level marketers do with this incredible enthusiasm. It's important to be enthusiastic. We've got something a bit more important than most companies have, don't we? I mean, this is a breakthrough for humanity. Every human being should know about this, and they will know about it. But if you run around screaming like a chicken with your head cut off and, Mach 20 with your hair on fire, people have seen that already. And you want to have some of that, but you want to speak, exude. You want to speak with caring, conviction, and confidence. You care about them. You are confident in what you're telling them. You have conviction that they need to know about this. So if you can master those things, and that's a different topic, okay, I'm just giving you a little bit of guidance on creating interest. You got to create the interest. Then you got to get good at something else. You have to become a master at something. And that's what I'm going to be talking about here. Got a few little question marks there, but trust me, we're going to get to the next couple of minutes. So before we get into it, I wanted you to understand, and I think most of you do already, if you don't, it's critical to use tools. Without leveraging tools, you will never, ever, ever, ever create a big business, ever. It's impossible to do that. as they say, if your lips are moving, you're losing, okay? You want to leverage tools. Why? Because they are leverage and they are duplicable. I see a lot of people come into this business with a lot of credibility, business experience, success, the DR in front of their name, or they're great salespeople. So they have a lot of credibility or they're great at sales. They come in and they don't pay attention to this whole tool concept. They don't understand the concept of duplication and keeping things simple. So they use their credibility to sign people up, or they use their sales skills to sign people up. Let's say they sign up 100 people, 2 months, 100 people. They think, man, this is great. I'm going to have an organization like these ambassador diamonds, presidential diamonds, you know, hundreds of thousands of people. They sign up 100 people in 3 months, and a year later, they got 105 people. Why? Because those people could not duplicate what that person with credibility or sales skills did. They didn't leverage tools. They leveraged their golden tongue or their credibility, and they enrolled a lot of people. They end up with a lot of customers. That's fine, but that's not what they're trying to do. They're trying to build a business, right? So you have to understand that using tools is critical. It's not an opinion. It's just the way it is in network marketing. I'm going to go through some of the tools. Examples of tools, stories, right? Telling your story. That's where your lips are moving, right? But it's your story, so it should be with conviction and confidence, right? We're telling someone else's story, right? Leveraging videos, those are tools. Before and after photographs. Remember, we can't show diseases before and after because we can't make any claims this helps diseases, but we can show before and after of aging skin and cellulite. That's fine. The Renew 28 experience, you know. I shot that video 3 times in 5 minutes. You know, this is a tool. This is a tool. And if it's in your pocket and you're not using it, then it's a tool, but it's not being used. Just like pictures on your phone. If you're not pulling it out, it's not a tool. But this is a tool. You know, people that have things, that areas of concern or stiffness or stress, they rate that stiffness or stress on a scale of 1 to 10. Shake up the gel, put it on 3 times in 5 minutes. Say, I'm going to ask you in 10 minutes how you feel. Ask them. This is a powerful tool, right? So there's an example of a tool. Another tool, people doing 3-way phone calls. Critical, really important tools, right? Great tools. Events, you know, whether they're online events, webinars, or whatever it is, events are really important. And I put that in blue because I'm going to be stressing events, right? You're at an event right now. I would be doing this live on stage at an event, right? But this is an online event. So to leverage the tools, you have to become a master at something now. All the tools are sitting in the toolbox, but if you're not using them, they're useless. You're just sitting there. It's like a carpenter that's unemployed, got all the tools, but he has no job to do. You got to put the tools to use. How do you do that? You have to become a master at something. Remember I said that? What is that? At being a promoter. You have to get good at promotion. This is what I'm talking about in this talk here, promotion. I'm going to give credit to a friend of mine, Dave Stolzfus. Dave is a good friend of mine, Dave and Ellie. They live in Pennsylvania, and I've known Dave since 1997. We were in another company together that I went to the top of, and he went to the top of. That was his second rise to the top. He was to the top of another huge network marketing company. But he was cross-lined to me, but he was a mentor. And we were sitting at a breakfast for golds and above, and he said he was training, and everybody was listening like this. E.F. Hutton listening. And those of you who are too young don't know who E.F. Hutton is, but ask your parents, they'll explain it. But he said, you know, there's one characteristic, and I see in somebody that I know they'll go to the top if they use it. And so what is it? So all the golds and above went around, and I was gold, and I said, I don't remember what I said, but people said organization, heart, listening, and those are all critical. But to go to the top in a network marketing company, you have to get good at promotion. And so I give credit to Dave every time I mention this because it changed my life. I mean, it's where I was stuck at gold and I went to what was called Royal Diamond in that company because I realized that what he said was true. And hopefully what I say to you now, it's me paying forward what he taught me, okay? So how do you get good at getting people to watch a video, to apply the gel 3 times in 5 minutes, to set an appointment for the next day for your follow-up call after you've created interest on day 1? You want to set a time and get a commitment to set a time for a follow-up. How do you get them to do that? How do you get them to attend an event? Remember, people make decisions at events. It's a fact. People make decisions at events. That's why they're so important. Webinar, in-home meeting, training, Super Saturday, Zooper Saturday, whatever, right? They make decisions at events. And you know what? People make big decisions at big events. And our company has some big events, important events. Vision, Ascent, and Convention is the mother of them all, right? So how do you get people to review your tools? Because these are all tools, right? If they're in the toolbox, then they're not being used. It doesn't help you in any way. Well, how do you get them to review or attend a tool? It's really 3 steps. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This is what I'm going to hit right now. Number 1, you must tune in to their favorite radio station. Their favorite radio station. Everybody walks around listening to subconsciously listening to a radio station in their head. And that radio station dictates what they are going to do, what actions they will take, to watch your video, brush their teeth, to not eat that pizza and eat a salad instead, to go to the gym or not to go to the gym. They listen to this radio station all the time, subconsciously, and it's called WIIFM. What it stands for is what's in it for me. Think about this. You know, you get in bed, my favorite movie is It's a Wonderful Life. I get in bed at night and I've got a long day the next day, and I get in bed and I'm like, oh gosh, It's a Wonderful Life just started on TV. It's already 12 o'clock and I'm like, oh, I'm going to be up till 2:30. I got to get up at 6. I never get up at 6, but let's say I have to get up at 6. I have to make a decision. What's in it for me? The pleasure of watching that movie, or the pain of being dead, the whole feeling dead the next day, right? So I make a decision, on or off, right? I make the decision. It's that radio station in my head. I get up in the morning. I'm going to rush to get out the door, which I never am. But if I am, I walk out the door. I didn't brush my teeth. I showered and everything was from. Okay. Do I go back and brush my teeth or don't I? What's in my head? What's in it for me? Number 1, my teeth don't fall out. Number 2, I don't want my breath to stink all day. I brush my teeth. So that dictated that I'm going to do something, right? Going to the gym, right? So Tony Robbins said something years ago when I first started listening to him, and I was like, wow, this is what hooked me when he said this about pain versus pleasure. He said, a varying amount of pain and or pleasure are what push us in one direction or the other at any given moment. And most people are more likely to be driven by escaping pain than acquiring pleasure, but both play a part to play. Both have a part to play. So think about that, right? So when you are talking to somebody, if you can figure out what's going on in their head, what's in it for me, what's in it for them. So they think, oh, what's in it for me is, oh gosh, I should take a look at this, right? So number 1, realize you got to tune into that. WIIFM. Then you must find their why, their pain. I don't mean physical pain. I mean just their pain, the stress in their life. They have a sick mother. They limp. They have ringing in their ear. They don't like what they do. They don't like their wrinkles. They don't make enough money. They're stressed because they don't have a plan B, and this coronavirus crushed their income and their portfolio, whatever it is. You're gonna find out their why. This is asking questions and listening and their pain. You know what? You tie the event or the tool to their why. Whatever it is you're trying to drive them to. Now I'm talking about events here. To come to the webinar, to come to the meeting, to come to the in-home. If they see what you are offering as a possible solution to a problem they have, they are much more likely to be interested in reviewing what you have. I'm going to repeat that a little differently. If they have a problem and they see that what you have is a possible solution to their problem, to escape their pain, right, or gain the pleasure that they want, they're much more likely to look at what you have or attend your event. Okay, so prospects, ask questions, find a pain, a problem in their life. I shot a video, 6 minutes, 6reasons.com. Play that and ask them, which of these jump out at you? Because there's something here for everybody. And here's a doctor who's on the medical board of this company. I want you to watch this in 6 minutes and you tell me which one is most important to you, because I want to focus on you. And I told you my reason for looking, I want to focus on you. Okay, that's prospects. Downline, you want to drive them to events, and if getting to events is important, know their why for the business. Know their why for the business. What pain do they want to escape? Reason number 6 in 6 minutes, 6 reasons, right? They don't know when they're going to be able to retire. They literally hate what they do. They don't make enough money. They have to drive Uber for extra money. Whatever it is, find their why. Okay, if you find their why, it's much easier to leverage the tool because they see it as a solution to a problem they have. Going to a convention, oh, I can't go. I can't go. Why? I don't have enough money. Joe, what's going to be different next year from now? If you don't change something, you don't have enough money to go to something that could change your entire life. Hit their why, right? And this is promotion, everybody. This is how you promote, right? It's not like standing up and doing an infomercial promoting something you're selling like Ginsu knives or something. You're promoting something that can help them get what they want, what they need. But you have to find out what they want and what they need. The third thing specifically for events, what are some other things about promoting events? You promote events by edifying the people who will be speaking at the event. You promote events by sharing why others are attending. So, and take a snapshot of this or a screenshot at the end, right? Because I got a bunch of information on this stage. You want them to know that proactive people that have problems are attending the event. It's not just them. You want them to feel, sense, and know that you want them there, but you don't need them there. Do not get desperate. So you're telling them other people are going to be there. You're just going to be one of several. Be there or don't be there. If you want your problem solved, come. I want to help you with your problem. You want them to know that the event is going to happen with or without them, right? Just like the webinars that we have. They're happening with or without people, right? Promote events with flyers, paper, electronic, text groups, Facebook. Promote the event. Promote events by leveraging a third party on 3-way phone calls. Really important, really important. Promote events at events. Promote events by running contests. Whoever gets the most people to the event gets a couple free cases, or will come to dinner with diamonds or whatever. Run contests. Just get people to events because it's critical. They make decisions at events, and they make big decisions at big events. And lastly, repetitiously promote events. They take more than one time to get someone to go to an event. Excuse me, I have people that come to convention. It was like the 5th time that I told them. I said, it's really important. I believe in you, but you've got to do this. I can't do it for you. And all of a sudden, it's like, okay. Or it was a 3-way phone call. So repetitiously promote it. And I'm going to close it with this. I'm promoting something here, right? Now, God willing, everything goes okay because of what's happened with this virus, but the convention is so important. It is the mother of all events. It is where people get the big picture. This year it's in Anaheim, and it is a pot of gold. It is a pot of gold. You go, you learn, you network, you catch the vision, and you will never be the same. People that don't go to convention, the year they get in, often they're not even in the business the next year because they never caught the vision. Never. I'll give you an example. Edwina Lee came from Singapore 3 years ago to the convention. She said, what's the most important thing I can do? I said, come to convention. I think she was an associate or a director. She came, she brought a couple of people, and she caught the vision. Right? From Singapore, she came to convention. This is someone who's motivated. Mom of 4, right? Husband travels a lot, but said, I want a better life. No network marketing experience. Came, caught the vision. She just went diamond. Just went diamond in April. I cannot overemphasize how important convention is. I cannot. Please get to convention. God willing, we have the convention. But from that then on, just never miss a convention. And set a goal. How many people are you going to bring to convention? Have your goal. How many personally sponsorship legs will you have there? If you need 7 legs with Director 300s in them to be a triple diamond, then I would say focus on having at least 7 legs there. You want people to catch vision, not just in the same leg. You want people in different legs to catch the vision. So you can start filtering and see who you're going to spend most of your time with. Remember, in this business, you have limited time. Everybody's the same amount of time in a day. And when you're doing it part-time, you really have limited time in a day. I'll tell you our team's philosophy. We run with the runners and we walk with the walkers. Right? People who want to run, we put a lot of attention on. The people who want to walk, we help them, but we're not waiting for them to start running. A walker may turn into a runner when they come to a convention, or they may lead you to a runner. Then you focus on that runner. Keep walking with the walker. And we stop with the stoppers, the people who complain, the people who say, oh, gee, this doesn't work. Or it's like, you know what? They don't come to an event. Can't get them there. It's like, you know what? I'm here if you need me, but I'm certainly not going to wait for you. Okay. And it's not like you say, don't call me. It's just, don't worry about it. Look for the runners, right? Run with the runners, walk with the walkers, build your business, become really good at promotion. I hope that this was helpful to you. I know when Dave Stolzfus taught me this, it changed my life. Fortunately, I was with a company where I told you I got to the top, not a lot of ethics there, and I stopped. I couldn't promote her anymore. Thank God I found a Sia. Thank God you found a Sia. We're in the right place at the right time, and you have everything at your disposal, all the tools, all the support. All you have to do is tie into it, create interest, and become a really, really good promoter. Thank you all very much.